Well, good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to our Power of the Patch presentation. And we are cracking the code with a patented breakthrough in wearable light technology. I'm Gregor Mascari up here in Bozeman, Montana, and I've been working with LifeWave for over 7 years now and changing thousands and hundreds of thousands of lives in people around the world in over 80 countries now. So I'm going to go ahead and just start the presentation. So thanks for joining us. And I want to start by just laying a couple of foundational precepts. And I think we can all agree health is our greatest wealth. And if you were ever at risk of losing it, or have had friends or loved ones that were in that condition, you know exactly what I mean. And number two, let's face it, I don't care how old you are, the symptoms of aging and disease just are not fun. Whether it's dental issues, brain fog, joint and mobility, maybe it's those fine lines and wrinkles, maybe it's cardiovascular or worse. So remember when you could work all day and party all night and get up the next day and do it again? As the old song goes, those were the days, my friend, we thought they'd never end. But it gets more difficult the older we get. And that's because the older you get, the faster you age and the slower you heal. And really, neither of those are very cool. And that's due to a natural decline of our body's number one repair system, stem cells. And by age 30, they've decreased by 50%. By age 60, only a small percentage remain. And that's why a young lad falls down, skins his knee. 3 days later, scab falls off. Grandma falls down, skins her knee, breaks her hip, and she's lucky if it ever heals. So I finally figured out what I want to be when I get older. I want to be younger. And age is a feeling, not a number. And we're going to talk quite a bit about that here tonight. So let me ask you two personal questions. If you could change one thing in your health or in the health of someone you love and care for, what would it be? And number two, what impact would reducing or eliminating that issue have on your or their quality of life? And I just want to give a general disclaimer. These are wellness products. They're not designed to heal, treat, cure, or diagnose any disease. They do, however, help our body get back into more healthy, regenerative mode. And many times, wonderful things then begin to happen. So if I could show you a safe and affordable way to change the trajectory of your aging so you could look, feel, and live younger longer, well, usually the resounding answer would be yes. And the good news is our X39 wearable light technology is truly a historic breakthrough in holistic wellness. It's a new patented, inexpensive, and indispensable wearable patch, affordable, safe, non-invasive, it's drug-free, and a unique and patented form of phototherapy which uses very specific frequencies of light to increase and improve your health and wellness while supporting your body's innate ability to heal itself. So let me play just a little short video that kind of set the stage and talk a little bit about LifeWave and our breakthrough X39 product.
An empowered life has no expiration date. We're all created to do incredible things, like conquer summits, catch big waves, and live our passions. As time goes on, our bodies begin to show signs that things just aren't as they used to be. Our energy levels decline, sleep patterns shift, and recovery slows. But our bodies are masterpieces of design, holding the potential to bounce back better than ever. With X39, we achieved something remarkable in the field of wellness and regenerative science that others could not. By utilizing LifeWave's unique patented technology, X39 uses light to elevate GHK-Cu, a copper peptide known to support overall health and wellness. Unlike traditional light therapy, which requires external light sources, X39 uses the body's own infrared light to naturally increase vitality, enhancing the body's flow of natural energy. For improvements in strength, stamina, performance, and overall health and well-being, with the simplicity of an affordable, non-invasive, non-transdermal patch. As we age, levels of these life enhancing elements, which are associated with wellness and longevity, begin to decline. LifeWave invested 10 years into stem cell research, which resulted in over 70 patents. X39 was born to bring to the public a product that could support wellness in an entirely new way, supporting the production of younger, healthier cells with wearable light technology. Becoming a powerhouse is easier than you think. Harness your body's natural potential to maintain youthful energy and vitality, because life comes at you fast, but it doesn't have to pass you by. Live long, live well, live young. Be the light with LifeWave X39.
Be the light with LifeWave X39. So let me talk to you about the power of the patch. And it's based on the science of photobiomodulation. And that means that LifeWave patches contain very specific combinations of organic materials and nanocrystals. And when they're applied to or near our body, they're activated by the infrared heat or the light emanating from our body. Then they begin to emit very specific wavelengths of light into our body that stimulate very targeted and beneficial biochemical responses in the body. And this is the scientific basis of LifeWave phototherapy patches. This is David Schmidt, our visionary founder and CEO. And David's not only a brilliant scientist and researcher, he's a genius inventor with over 200 patents. And he's been on the leading edge of phototherapy science and research for over 24 years. And he's already done over 90 clinical studies proving the efficacy of LifeWave phototherapy products. So I'm going to play just a short little video that kind of gives you a perspective of David Schmidt.
In the beginning, God created the heavens and the earth. There is more information there than most people would ever realize. I was 8 years old, and my parents wanted to take me to the workshop of Thomas Edison. On the drive back home, I said to my dad, I want to be an inventor. Light, as it turns out, is the primary control mechanism for everything else that happens in the body. What if we could have an external electromagnetic field that would essentially reset the stem cells that are already in our bodies and get them to function like younger, healthier cells? What if in the process we actually found out that in a book that was written thousands of years ago, that information already existed? God has left his fingerprint in natural design, and that blueprint shows up in nature. The mathematical codes are identical. The implications to this are absolutely extraordinary. What drives me is that there's this enormous sense of hope that we can create technology to generate clean energy, that we can have foods that aren't genetically modified, and we can meet all of the needs on the planet that we have to, and that we can heal people.
Wow. That's David Schmidt, our genius founder and inventor, and a true change agent to enhance the human condition, enhance and extend life. And he started LifeWave 21 years ago, and LifeWave is a pioneer in life science technology. And back in 2000, this amazing life enhancing technology of our patches was originally developed by David Schmidt to be used exclusively for U.S. Navy SEALs to increase their battle ready strength, stamina, and performance without the use of drugs, stimulants, or caffeine. In 2004, David decided to create LifeWave to bring this amazing technology to the masses. In 2010, we set up manufacturing and international distribution in Ireland. We now distribute it to over 80 countries from 16 global distribution centers. We have a new global headquarters in Draper, Utah, just 15 minutes south of Salt Lake in the US. And within it is a state-of-the-art space-age welcome center, actually designed by the designers for the Star Wars and Star Trek designs. So LifeWave's focus for the last 15 years has been in the field of anti-aging and regenerative science. And in 2019, we cracked the code and released to the world the LifeAid X39. And truly a historic and affordable breakthrough in wellness technology. We're actually doing what the multi-billion dollar companies, big pharma, have not been able to do. And that is when used in conjunction with proper nutrition and hydration, X39 has been proven to activate a very specific copper peptide that supports and enhances stem cell activity and also alters gene expression towards a younger, more vibrant you. And yes, we have patents. Yes, we have clinical studies. And yes, we have field results proving that X39 is actually turning back your biological clock, helping people of all ages, to look, feel, perform, and live younger. And, for a lot of people, that's very exciting. So I'm going to just briefly run through some of the benefits you're likely to experience using X39. The first is energy, and certainly energy is a currency of life, and using it daily increases your cellular energy. And it not only increases your cellular energy during the day, you're going to probably get one of the best night's sleep you've had in a long time because X39 leads to an improvement in the quality of sleep. And also, sports performance. Using X39 not only improves both sports performance, but significantly decreases recovery time from exercise. In fact, LifeWave patches are now used by pro and amateur athletes all around the world in almost every sport. The media's begin to notice, you know what, you might too, if you look carefully at the bodies of some of your favorite athletes and Olympians, you might see these auspicious little white patches on their bodies, and that's LifeWave. How about pain relief? Most people know a reduction of pain within minutes of the application. The pain relieving benefits of X39 truly just have to be experienced to be believed. And brain health. We've got clinical studies and many people reporting improved memory, focus, and cognitive function. And how about wound healing? X39 actually helps support our natural wound healing process and cutting that healing time from minor owies and small cuts and abrasions and maybe kitchen burns to minor and major surgical procedure, significantly reducing the healing time required. And wrinkle reduction. And I'm sorry, unlike the pain reduction, which is very quick, the wrinkle reduction takes a little bit more time, but it's very noticeable over an 8 to 12 week period. And we encourage new users to take pictures of those fine lines and wrinkles and at the same time of scars because there's a phenomenon called remodeling, and X39 actually helps reduce the appearance of scars. So again, take before and after pictures of those fine lines and wrinkles and scars. And you know what? In 8 to 12 weeks, you're going to be really delighted. And look at these results. You can see across the top after 4 months, this lady looks like her daughter. After 2 years, the woman in the middle, she's just gone back a decade or two. The lad on the top right, snowboarding accident, had a job interview 5 days later. So his mom patched him up with the X39, and you could barely tell he had the accident when he went in for the job interview. And Cam A down in the bottom left after 9 months, she carved about 10 or 20 years off her life, her age look. Oops, excuse me. And she just looks great. Okay. And the guy in the right fell through the ceiling, working in the attic, fell through the ceiling, broke 6 ribs, and punctured his lung. Doctor said he's going to be out of work for 6 weeks. He was back at work in 3 weeks. And in the middle, Karen, this is an amazing one. Karen had some radiation treatment on her face on June 6th, and you could see the progression of the healing over the first couple of weeks. But you're going to be blown away because by June 30th, 24 days later, a little over 3 weeks, you can't even tell the process was even done. So, and the last is hair growth. Yeah, a lot of people are noticing an increase in the quality and quantity of their hair, and some of the older folks are seeing some of the old color even come back. So, the bottom line is youth renewal. The result is a healthier, more vital you to spend with your loved ones, your family, your friends. And as I said, age is a feeling, not a number. It's not the number of candles on the cake, it's how you feel. So I'm going to just play a couple of short testimonials here for you, real quick, what people are saying about LifeWave X39.
X39 has really changed my life. I'm not stuck at home in pain and in bed. I'm out here with my friends and enjoying my family.
Big thank you to Lifeway for helping me, helping my family, and helping the 100 people now in our team who are using Lifeway daily and their families. Big thank you. Love the products.
And I have energy through the roof.
I sleep better. I have so much more energy.
Throughout the day, I can focus better. I can concentrate in my work.
Our church worship service lasts 45 minutes. For the last 2 years, I've not been able to stand that long. 2.5 weeks into wearing the X39 patch, the pastor said, "You can now be seated." It dawned on me at that moment that, my goodness, I've been standing this whole time, didn't realize it.
After starting using the technology for approximately 2 weeks, my pain completely disappeared.
32 years of pain gone in 3 days.
I just love the products. They just help me to feel younger and younger year after year.
Thank God for X39.
My skin become younger, softer, firmer.
It's been really amazing.
I love X39 because it really helped reduce the inflammation in my knee. I can now run again. Woohoo!
Woohoo is right. I love that little video. And every day we're hearing miracle stories with this product, but it's not just from the people that are using it. I'm really proud to tell you that we have hundreds and thousands of health practitioners around the country and around the world using this product in their practice with their patients, getting amazing results. And I'm delighted to have two of them on the call with us. And I want to introduce the first one, Dr. Velvet Womack. And Dr. Velvet is over 40 years. She's a PhD with over 40 years in the medical field, 30 of those years focused on holistic health and wellness. She's a wellness commentary for radio station. She's a contributor for Massage Today magazine, a leader in education in quantum feedback. She's a metaphysician. She strives to provide practical tools to assist micro shifts that can aid in health, mindset, and overall well-being. So, Dr. Velvet, thanks for joining us, and I'll leave it to you to introduce Dr. Henriette.
Oh, well, thank you for that, Gregory. And I love the song that you were playing in the beginning. And listen to this. Next week, I get to add an extra candle to my cake. I will be 65 years old next week. And I can tell you, and I can attest to it, it's not about the candles on the cake. It's how you feel, because I feel so amazing now. So thank you for that introduction. And what I would like to do right now is introduce somebody very special to us tonight. So we are here for a real treat tonight. So please just sit back and relax as we listen to one of my dear Doc Talk friends and holistic practitioners. She brings experience and understanding as we shift tonight to allow you greater appreciation for the physical, mental, and emotional health of you. She's a naturopath of over 28 years and owner of Living in Balance. She's an advocate for you in finding the root causes and current triggers, and an expert in connecting the dots that ease tension and allows you to feel the balance you deserve in life. So let's bring our hearts together for my dear friend, Dr. Henriette Alban. Henriette, welcome. Thank you for being here tonight.
Thank you, Dr. Velvet. I'm delighted to be here. It's always fun to do this. And thank you for this lovely introduction. I appreciate that.
Yes, I'm so excited to be here with you tonight because you and I have had a lot of text exchanges. We have that same line of thinking. We know how important balance is to the person in their overall health and wellness. So what I have come to experience and witness in my own practice is that we have this built-in intelligence, right? So the body has this amazing technology already inside of it. So how do you see the patches help your clients bring greater balance in that intelligence of the body.
I love that you framed it like this because to me, the patch, especially the X39, is a frame, right? We take it, it activates invisibly within our bodies the stem cells that have otherwise been kind of like fluttering about, but come into a mainstream of focus with X39. And that kind of framework then allows for the healing in so many different ways. Some people emotionally, other people physically. Again, the X39 as being the framework is not dependent on how we put it on, but that we put it on.
Oh, I love
And
that.
in order to be really clear on the fact that nothing goes into our body except energy, we come to that place that we both share so much, that everything is energy and information. So the information that is inside the patch, the little dollop inside, is it's not rocket science. It is superior innovative design. And what it is able to do in the body is, I mean, how many thousands, millions of testimonials we have for change.
That is so true. And again, bringing the balance back into people's lives and reducing that stress and inflammation. So, when you're working with your clients, once you help a client to achieve that kind of balance, right? Because it is a different kind of balance. What are some of the things that you would recommend to help them build the consistency of that health and well-being? And I think you probably know where I'm going. You and I have been in practice for about the same number of years. And what we see is that people achieve that balance, and then there's not this consistent routine, and they fall off and they go back and forth, back and forth. So, what do you recommend to help build that consistency of that well-being?
Well, I think what's interesting is that you are talking about human nature. Human nature is not to stay consistent. We say we love change, and then when it happens, you go like, yeah, it's too much. It's too much, not all at once. And so what I'm really trying to find is where the resistance is. How are they resisting their own well-being? How are they in a space of uncertainty about themselves? And for me, it's always all right. I'm not going to plan out this session exactly how it goes because I don't know how they are going to receive what I'm about to tell them. And another piece is that some people have tried this, and it used to be that people said in 21 days you have a new habit, right? Remember that? All right. So the 21 days then got bantered around, and it became a month, and then it didn't work, and then it fell away. The point here is, what are you willing to do, and can you do just one thing once a week? And the only other thing you have to do every day is use this patch. And not everybody is willing to do that. I have worked with children, and for children, it is a basic no-brainer. However, there are some who do not like anything on their skin, right? So the good news is we can put it on the clothing, because within 3 inches of the infrared heat the body emits, the patches work.
That's right. Isn't
So
that
living
great?
in balance is also, you know that, because we both know that if everything is energy and information, how we think and how we feel, our mental, emotional energy, and what we are capable of is key to succeeding. Everybody has bad days, no question about it. Everybody resists going, I'm not doing that. At the same time, you are in a space of, you want to help yourself. And you know what I found? That it's so amazing. People have voices in their heads from their childhood, right? Somebody says you're supposed to do this, that, and the other. And one thing that I really found interesting is that even though they wanted to change and they said they wanted to change, and their frontal brain said, yes, let's do this, the back here said, no, that's another command, and we're not going to command because we don't want to. It's like a little child, right? And that very often, when I notice that, I go right to it. And so the mental emotional basis is very important. And then I actually noticed that X39 helps with calming. In my case, I feel like I have a shield on. When I put the X39 on, there's some things just fall away and I am calm.
I love that.
Mm.
Absolutely. And with little children, we teach them how to brush their teeth very, very young. So it becomes a very easy habit for them. And so I get that with the resistance and I understand. And some of that resistance can also come because there are so many tools available to our clients these days, and it can be a little overwhelming. So when it came to the patch, what made you say yes to the patches and see them as a key to the balance and alignment and coherence that you were really wanting and desiring for your clients and for yourself?
I love that you use coherence because that is where we're at. Our nervous system is so totally overloaded with news, with nonsense, with commercials, with, like you said, you should do this and this and this, only to be. Yes, of course, we both like to hear that people want to work with a professional. However, while that is a guidance and you can get started with it, it's not it. It is not others, it is ourselves. And so I believe that when we learn to step into the space of our hearts, the space of our own truth, right? Our alignment with numinous, divine, God, whatever it is that you feel attracted to, something really shifts. And in that moment, all the patches and everything we do augments its efficacy. And it's brilliant the way it does that. And what's interesting, when I used to do tuning forks, and there was a little girl who came with her mother, and I put the tuning fork on the sole of her foot, and she felt this whole vibration. Her eyes went all large, and you can imagine a little girl like saying, more, more, she would say. It was so sweet. And that is the same way when we slow down and we become still. And I'm not talking meditation. If anything in that direction, it's a contemplation of doing nothing.
Oh,
and
I
what's
love that.
and what's beautiful with that is that the children, they know what it feels like. They do know what it feels like. So yeah.
I'm one that I hardly watch any TV. I might sit down and watch a movie with my family, but I usually have a book and I'm reading. So I try to do everything I can not to have the outside world to be impacting my internal world. And I'm really grateful that I've taught that to my children as well. And speaking of my children, my son is absolutely passionate about health benefits. And one of the areas he's really gotten into is mushrooms. So much so that the other day he told us, every cloud I see looks like mycelium to me. And I was like, you're true. It's right. I see it. But again, I raised them to not be in front of the TV. I raised them to think outside of the box. And I thought that it was interesting because I truly believe we have this neural network connecting everything together. And when we see mycelium now, we see this network of threads weaving itself through everything. And so this neural network that's connecting all of us, it's physical, mental, emotional. And so with that said, I believe that the patches can maximize everything that we receive, everything that we do, and everything that we are being. So, as we wrap up tonight, Dr. Henrietta, what would be a quick takeaway for our listeners tonight? and how to maximize the benefits of these amazing patches and just what we're talking about and how it's connecting everything together.
One of the more important things is the lie that we tell ourselves we have no time.
Oh.
And that lie prevents us from entering into something that could be of the utmost benefit to all of us. So, my counsel here, based on the 5 years I've been using the patches and the many people I have helped with patches, and the people who still call, they have the whole arsenal and they say, what do I do here with this? It is taking time to learn something that really works. No, you're not going to get a degree in patchwork. That's not it. However, you will know because your own body, and I'm saying this to the complete audience, anyone who will hear this or, listen to the recording, your body is unique. You are precious and unique. And the reason why all of us are so passionate about the patches is because they will address what you need for you specifically. Yes, we can talk about, fixing this or less pain here or all of that. That's not the point. Those are just the symptoms. Those are the signals of recovery, of balancing.
Mm. Wow, what a wonderful takeaway. I hope our audience really hears that. Because what you've done is you've empowered them. You have stepped into that place of empowering and giving them the right? Because sometimes they don't feel that. So, Gregory, thank you so much for giving us the honor to be here together and bringing our hearts together and learning so much more from Dr. Henrietta tonight.
And from you, Dr. Velvet, thank you both. Having, health professionals like you validating and helping to get the word out about LifeWave and this breakthrough technology just warms my heart and changes people's lives all around the world. So thank you so much for sharing with us here tonight. Thank
You're
you.
Thank
Thank you.
you. It was an honor. Thank you, Dr. Velvet.
Okay, well, I'm going to go ahead and share my screen and show you what happened to LifeWave after we launched the X39 in in 2019, 7 years ago. The company absolutely exploded. We grew about 3,000%. We're now doing over $500 million a year in sales. We've become one of the fastest growing companies in direct selling and a true rising star in the longevity and wellness market. So I'm going to share with you an opportunity to join us and to be able to benefit by helping us get the word out. And there is a business opportunity here. And, for a lot of people, it's a great plan B. There's so much turmoil at so many levels in society and in business. It's good to have a secondary source of income and for some, a primary source of income. But we need help to get the word out on our patented exclusive products. We have no competition. We have a very simple, duplicatable success system. We have free websites, training, and support, a very low cost of entry, and the satisfaction of being rewarded for making a difference in people's lives and health. We have a very powerful compensation plan that the company actually generously pays out about 50% of all sales to brand partners instead of sending it to Wall Street or Madison Avenue. And I really like that. This is a people-driven company, people to people. And there's three ways to get started. The first way is becoming a retail customer, and you can get a 1 month supply of X39 for only $149.95. My wife was getting ready to do a $12,000 stem cell injection when we found out about LifeWave, and it totally changed our lives and her health. But so that's about like a latte a day to keep aging away. No, we can't make that claim, but it rhymes. Now, a better way to get started is become a preferred customer, and you can enjoy a 33% discount buying the products at wholesale, saving $50. So now it's not like a latte, it's like a cup of coffee at McDonald's. Uh, and I don't buy coffee at McDonald's, but maybe some of you do. But That means you get on our monthly auto ship subscription program. There's no long-term commitment required, and it comes with a risk-free 90-day money-back guarantee. And you can experience all of these wonderful benefits we've been talking about. Now, the best way is to become a brand partner because we need help to get the word out, and you can get paid for sharing. I know when we started, my wife's the type of person cannot not talk about something that she finds, and the product works so well for her, she couldn't help but tell people about it. And before we knew it, we had customers and brand partners and a bustling business. So you can earn a part-time or a full-time income. We have generous personal and team rewards, getting paid weekly, and we have 4 brand partners starter kits available to choose from. And these all come with a 30-day money back risk-free guarantee. And these are the 4 kits, the Advanced Plus, and the Premium. And there is a 4th kit, and I have to update this slide. Oh, no. Okay, excuse me. It's the Core, the Advanced Plus, and the Premium. Okay, I have all 4 there. And with each of these, you get a little bit more product, a little bit better discount. So you're actually buying below wholesale price. Okay. And then, what I'd like to talk to you about is I'm going to sneak peek for you a brand new video that kind of weaves in 2 of our other products to create what we're calling synergy. So I'll let the video explain itself.
Now you can live life elevated with superior wellness through the transformational power of light. Every second, thousands of biochemical signals are sent throughout the body using wavelengths of light. At LifeWave, our products are designed to harness that light in unique ways to optimize ultimate energy flows. Our global community is united by light, offering the promise of health, vitality, and opportunity through the power of synergy. 3 of our groundbreaking innovations together promote the ultimate in healthy living and offer you an opportunity, a 3-in-1 system that can change lives. Welcome to the future of wellness. It begins with X39, our breakthrough light-activated patch that taps into the body's natural ability to renew, restore, and perform at its best. Cellergize is a complete cellular energy and recovery system designed to fuel your day, support your mind, and recharge your body. And then, our all-new LifeWave X2O, a patented breakthrough in hydration science that dispenses light-infused water at the touch of a button. This is hydration reinvented. LifeWave X2O, when consumed daily, aids in proper hydration to support the effectiveness of X39 and Cellergize, boosting energy flows, nutrient absorption, metabolic activity, oxygen uptake, even activating key physiological responses. A power system of synergy, together more powerful than when separate. An innovative 3-in-1 system to intensify overall effectiveness. Because when your body is powered by light, energy flows and everything comes to life. It's time to build a foundation of hydration, energy, and recovery to fuel you, your body, and your business. LifeWave, the power of synergy. One system making it simple to start, share, and succeed. Awaken your potential. Experience the power of synergy. Share the light. LifeWave.
Wow. That is such a beautiful video. And I'm very excited to let you know that our new X2O water system is actually launching on April 9th. And so we recommend, as the video said, people start with the X39. It's simple and inexpensive. And if you want to take it up a notch, add the Cellergize to the X39, which increases the benefits you're going to receive from the X39. The ultimate is X39 Cellergize and the water system because it is light infused water, a historic breakthrough in water technology. and available now. So I'm going to wrap this up and just say that for my wife, Robin, and I, LifeWave has been an absolute answer to a prayer because every day we hear miracle stories. Every day we're enhancing and changing people's lives. And we and thousands of others all around the world are enjoying the blessings of better health, vitality, lifestyle, community, and financial independence and freedom. So, but, to close it up, be the light with LifeWave. Get back with the person that invited you. Get your questions answered and choose the X39 wholesale starter kit that's right for you and just get started. So be the light, share the light with LifeWave. Thanks, everyone. Thank you, our good doctors that were with us today. And I thank everyone for being on the call. And this officially ends our presentation. Good night.